my God, why have you forsaken me?" These are some of the words Jesus prayed from the cross as he died. We call this day Good Friday, but in reality, on the day that it happened, there was nothing good about it. No matter how we see the event now, when it was happening, the people did not find it to be good. The death of a son, a brother, a friend, a beloved teacher, particularly in such a brutal way, is never reason to celebrate. We hear from Jesus' own mouth the anguish that he experienced as he hung on the cross. He felt abandoned. Each year, as we begin the journey of Lent on Ash Wednesday, we are working our way to the joy and hope of Easter. However, we can never get to Easter without experiencing the death of Jesus. It is important for us to pause on Friday before we rush into Sunday, so that we can remember and experience the anguish that Jesus, his family, and his friends experienced. We know that a few of the women in Jesus' life and at least one disciple stayed to witness his death. We also know that it was too painful for most of them to stay, as many are noticeably absent. Even though Jesus understood what was happening to him, and he seemed to have some understanding of why it was happening, he still felt the anguish of being wrongly accused, unjustly punished, and feeling abandoned by God. We do not like to think of Jesus feeling loneliness and anguish. It disturbs the pleasant picture that we carry around of him. However, dying on a cross is the exact opposite of pleasant, and Jesus felt everything that came along with it. However, in spite of the pain and hopelessness that Jesus must have been experiencing, Jesus prayed another prayer that seems to contrast the first one I mentioned. Shortly before he died, Jesus prayed, "Into your hands I commend my spirit." There seemed to be an acceptance that Jesus moved toward as he got closer and closer to the end. While Jesus never seemed to fight what was happening to him, we know from his prayer in the garden that he did not want to die in this way. Still, with pain and anguish often comes clarity. And for whatever reason, we know that at the end, Jesus accepted what was happening to him, and he seemed to move to a place of peace. As you go through this day, do not water down the brilliance of Easter by believing the misnomer that this is a Good Friday. Go back and reread the story and remember the pain that Jesus' loved ones felt. As you do, allow yourself to truly experience the death of your Savior. At the very end, Jesus prayed, "It is finished." And then he died.